really on the couch, dude.
Got him. Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. It is I, your girl, Aisha, and yes, we go together. Don't forget that that's not my name. Dinette is the companion side. Make sure you twerk on that like button and give me some subscribe love, y'all. Yes. Forever 21 is out here robbing people. So make sure you hide your kids, your cousins, and your coins, because they raping everybody's pockets out here and they ain't sending you no product. Okay? So let's rewind. This holiday consumer nightmare starts all the way back last month, November 5th. 6 days before Veterans Day, which was November 11th. I got an email from Forever 21 about some type of sale that they were having, and I saw this cute little bralette and a few other things, and I was like, you know what? I'm a slide through and give them a little bit of my money. I purchased something from Forever 21 like 3-4 years ago and never even had a problem. So I was like, why not? Let's do it again. At the time, I actually lived in Florida. This is how long it had been since I purchased something online from Forever 21. So I slid on over to the site, put everything that I wanted in the cart, got to checkout, and then I thought about it. I said, damn girl, you ain't ordered nothing from here since you lived in Florida. You're gonna have to update your address. Sure enough, I went in there, saw the old address, deleted the old address, went in, put in the new address, and then I was mad shook. I was paranoid. So what I did was I emptied my cart. Then went and put everything back in the cart, okay? And then I went and proceeded to apply my coupon code, which I got like $40 off, checked out, money was taken, boom. So I'm reading the shipping policy. I'm like, okay, they don't ship on the weekends. This is what it says on Forever 21's website. I got an order confirmation via email, just like instantly, pretty like within 20 minutes of me placing the order confirmation popped up into my email. The shipping section of the order confirmation was blank. Right here in the shipping section, the shipping information, shipping to, is blank. No bells went off in my head when I saw the blank shipping information on an order confirmation, because I'm like, you know, it's an order confirmation. They don't ship on the weekends, so I'm good. No worries. And I honestly noticed that, and I went back and I said, but let me just make sure my address is right. And I went in and 100% the address was my Southern California address, and the Florida address was nowhere to be found in their system. So the next day, November 6th, on a Sunday, when their website says, even though their website says that they don't ship on the weekends, I get a shipping confirmation. At first I was all happy when I saw the notification say this is a shipping confirmation, until I opened the email and I saw that the damn item was being shipped to Reflections Boulevard in Sunrise, Florida, where I haven't lived for at least 2 to 3 years. Your girl was pissed, and I did maintain my annoyance, because I'm thinking like, this matter is going to be resolved. I'm just going to talk to customer service. We're going to get this issue taken care of. Little inconvenience in my day, but boom, bam, we good. First thing I do, I didn't feel like waiting on the phone or talking to nobody. I hit up chat. So, you know, I get to tangling on them keys, tickling them keys, and Forever 21 customer service, Paul, I'm gonna call him Blood Clot Paul, because I don't want to call him what I really want to call him anyway. So, Blood Clot Paul, he freaking got on the keyboard with like the nastiest and most stank attitude. And yes, I know I'm reading it, so I am inferring that I'm I'm assuming that he had a stank attitude. But Blood Clot Paul was low-key nasty on them keys, okay? So I'm telling him what happens, and he just like types and interrupts me while I'm completing my statement, and he just says like, well, you need to reach out to FedEx and USPS because at this point there's nothing we could do. And I said, Paul, clearly you didn't understand what I was saying. Your system messed up. And then Paul sends me a message back that says, you received 2 emails from Forever 21 and it's your fault because you didn't update your address. And then I let Paul kindly know, Paul, you guys sent me one with a blank ship to address on it. So if there was an error, it was no way I was going to be able to catch that because the item was blank. Number 2, my old address is completely going out of the system, and I've gone above and beyond to make sure y'all didn't send it there, but yet somehow you're still sending it there, Paul. Like we were just we were typing essays back and forth to each other. And so I was like, Paul, your service is horrible. I typed that to him. Your service is horrible. I need to speak to your supervisor. Get them on the chat. He said, Paul gonna say to me, and I imagine how Blood Clot Paul was like typing all fast and hard. He was like, there's nothing a supervisor could help you with at this point. You just need to reach out to FedEx and USPS and see if they can help you. So I was really annoyed. At this point, Blood Clot Paul, he is on my shit list. We are not going to be friends. It's just not going to happen. And I'm typing up this epic drag, and then the chat ends. Right? Paul got a lot of damn nerve. Like, he ended the chat. So I couldn't even, because you know I was planning to screenshot that. I was sending that to corporate offices. I was going to let them know about Blood Clot Paul and his little shady, nasty, bad attitude having ways. So I call Forever 21's customer service line and I speak with another young lady. I cannot remember her name. She was very polite. And I didn't even step to her nasty because I realized that her and Paul are 2 different people. However, she basically told me the same thing that Paul told me in a very nice way. She was so nice with it. Like, ma'am, I'm gonna have to give you FedEx and USPS's numbers because at this point, there's nothing that we can really do as we are not responsible for you inputting the wrong address. And I was like, ma'am, I'm gonna tell you like I told Blood Clot Paul, I did not put the wrong address in. There is something wrong with your system. Okay? I want the address changed or I want a refund. One or the other. Which one are you going to make happen for me today? She was like, ma'am, neither. I was like, damn. The crazy thing about all of this is when I'm checking the little shipping number that they sent me on Sunday on the day that they supposedly don't ship per their website, the package hasn't even gotten to a facility. It's at a Forever 21 headquarters shipping area. It hasn't even been dropped off to FedEx or put en route to FedEx yet. So it's still in their possession in Los Angeles, about 45 minutes away from where I live. And they're about to send it 3,000 miles yonder east to a place where strangers live, where I will never get my package. So when I call FedEx, I tell them what happened. They're like, ma'am, the company needs to fix it because we don't even have it in our possession. And they said, we can't help you right now. It doesn't even have a label created. There's really nothing that we can do for you at this point. And I told them, I said, I tried calling the company and they referred me to you. And they said, no, that's wrong. They could still fix it at this point. The FedEx guy, he was cool. He was like, call back. He said, we should have it in about 2 days. So this is on the 6th. So they will have it on the 8th. And then from there, they will try to help intercept the package and change it. So I'm like, okay. I still was every day reaching out to Forever 21. I had shifted from calling. I called a couple of times, but I shifted from calling to reaching out to their customer service email line. I even called their headquarters, but it's no way to get through to a live person at headquarters. They just route you back to their customer service line. I sent a fax to both fax numbers that I found online for their headquarters. I left messages on random people's voicemails at the headquarters. Like, the crazy lady wants her $86 worth of Forever 21 products, or she wants her $86, period. And they just didn't seem to understand it. So I'm going to insert here a little bit of the email conversations that I've had with Forever 21 throughout this whole month-long fiasco. And I'll come back and let y'all know how this story unfolds.
Man, say I'm a man, though.
So you can see it's a lengthy chain of just going back and forth and back and forth. And I really don't feel like they were really trying to hear me out. I don't know if you saw that in the clips I just put in. What really pissed me off is they have this little blurb that says, ready to place your next order. Like, nah, bitch, I'm not ready to place my next order because I didn't even get my first order. And I realized that it's probably automated, but that company needs to restructure and rethink how they handle complaints. All of this back and forth, I just decided I can't deal with Forever 21 anymore. I put my energy on trying to intercept the package via the delivery services. When I called FedEx back, and they said to me, they're like, ma'am, this is FedEx Smart Post, but we will hand it off to the local USPS in Florida. So that's who you need to speak with. And I don't know why people told you you need to speak with us, because it says it's Smart Post here, so we can't change it. I call USPS to be proactive. USPS, of course, can't find it. They don't understand what I'm telling them. They were basically acting like I was like, wah, 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 wah. It was like I was not speaking English. So I left it alone. I called back, and then I got this beautiful young lady named Renee. She took the time to write up an email. She sent it to the Tamarack USPS with my name, my telephone number, what the package was, what was in the, and she asked me 11 questions and details. Renee helps me. She says at this point it's November 9th. Now, Veterans Day is a federal holiday. The USPS does not work on Veterans Day. So Renee was like, look, it's go time, Aisha. You're going to have to call the Tamarack USPS, and you're going to have to stay on them, because if you don't talk to them by tomorrow, chances are you're probably not going to get that package, girl. Soon as I got off the phone with Renee, I took a bathroom break right when I walked into work. Called USPS in Tamarack. Starts to ring. Rings about 50 times. Then I hear a phone pick up, and then I hear a click, and then I hear a dial tone. I called back like 8 times in a row, went to work on my lunch break, came back, called again, and this time it just kept ringing and ringing and ringing, which they're 3 hours ahead, so it was probably like 5 or 6 o'clock Eastern. They probably were done for the day. The next day I came into like a mountain high of work, and I just was working. I had a project that I was managing, so I wasn't able to really step away. I never got a chance to call them. I actually tried to call Saturday morning, which was the 12th, after the holiday, and because when I checked the shipping information, it said processing at facility. So Tamarack had received it, but it wasn't out for delivery yet. So I called them, nobody answers, same thing, same BS. And then I had set up text message notifications for the delivery of the package. I got an update that said your package has been delivered. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get my package. So I decided, like, I was really bummed out because that's my money. Like, no, it's not millions of dollars, but Do you know how many meetings I had to go to, how many hours I had to work, how many commutes that I had to drive through to earn that $86? Like, that's my hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears right there. I'm like, let's reach out to KKC. Now, KKC is my old roommate, and we used to live at that old address together. And I'm thinking, she likes to vacation a lot. Maybe she just sublet the apartment to somebody, and maybe she knows who's living in there, and maybe they can give me my package. I'll have to pay for shipping, but guess what? I won't even care, because I would have at least got my package. So I hit KKC up, and I'm like, girl, do you know anybody who lives in the apartment? And she's like, oh yeah, I do. I was like, yes, I'm having a party. I'm just like, I won, okay? I feel like I won. In that moment, I felt like I won. So she was like, yeah, she's in West Palm Beach right now, but I will go ahead and tell her to be looking out for the package when she gets back to the apartment. I'm like, okay. So a day goes by, I don't hear from KKC. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because normally she would have told me, like, I talked to this girl and she's gonna need this amount of money to get it sent to you. So when I hit her up, she's like, oh yeah, she went and knocked on the door, but nobody answered. So I'm thinking she meant the girl is living in the apartment. No, the girl lives in the apartment complex. So the girl went and knocked on the door, and she put a note on the door, and nobody answered. So these people just had my package cold chilling. Either they sent it back and Forever 21 gets to keep the money and keep the product, or they walking around wearing my bralette and my clothes. I went on Facebook and I ranted about it in a post. Then I went on Forever 21's timeline and I posted to their timeline, but they deleted it. Then there's a separate page for Forever 21's headquarters, and I wrote a review, like 0 stars. But then when I got there, I found droves of men and women who had gone through a very similar experience to mine, where in some cases they didn't even have another address on file, but they just sent it to the wrong address and refused to give them their money back. Then I went and filed a consumer complaint. I went to the FTC and filed a complaint. I went to the Better Business Bureau and filed a complaint. And then I went to my state attorney general and filed a complaint. Then I wrote a letter to Forever 21 with links to all the complaints. Everybody in the comments kind of started talking, like on the Forever 21 headquarters page. So now it's like maybe 50 people. Everybody's talking about what happened to them and like how we can move forward in a class action suit. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. It might. But one thing I know is I've had a company send stuff to me that was stolen off my front porch, and I called and told the company about, like, hey, you left these packages on my porch and it was stolen. The company sent me new stuff, and the fact that Forever 21, their system made an error, and there's proof online that everybody else has gone through a very similar thing, and then they just had a nasty attitude about how they were going to handle it. I like a lot of their clothes. It's not the best quality stuff, but it's affordable and it's kind of stylish, and I was really disappointed in them. I will never be shopping with them again. This is a long story, but I had to tell somebody about it because I'm still going through it with them today. Like, they sent me an email, just the same stock response, like, let me tell you what their little stupid response said. It says, hi Aisha, thank you for contacting us. I will be glad to assist you. Our apologies for the delayed response. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, but please take note that Forever 21 is not held liable for packages shipped to the wrong address. Have a good day. They still will not take responsibility for their system messing up when I took the necessary precautions to make sure that it wasn't sent to the wrong address. So I'm just really pissed about that. I'm like anti Forever 21. Make sure you protect your money. Don't order from them online. If you moved, unless you lived in the same place for 20 years, I would suggest not ordering from them online. Walk it into their store if you just really have to buy from them. be careful out here, because these companies, I guess the economy is that bad that these big old companies making millions of dollars have to rob the poor to keep themselves rich. And that's all I have to say about how shady Boots Forever 21 is and how they out here robbing people. Anyway, clearly I'm still in my feelings, but if you've ever had a consumer nightmare story, if you ever had a problem with Forever 21 or just any company that's whack, give me that tea in the comments so I know to stay far away from them, because my little $86 will be spent somewhere else going forward. That's all I got for today, y'all. Peace, blessings, happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, all of that, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. The Giverati, the Giving Girls, the Glam Giveaway Squad, Christmas Squad, I don't know. Whatever we're calling ourselves, this is the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, and let me introduce you to the 4 lovely ladies that will be participating in this giveaway with me.